to be free. I was born to be free.
Lady, I should say lady and gentlemen, happy new year. How y'all doing? Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Let me say hi to the chat, man. I miss y'all, I gotta say. OX Doctor, good morning. Listen real quick before the song ends and before the good mornings, you guys know why Tetris is playing right now? Tetris is playing because, guys, 2024 is gonna be, not that Tetris is a match, But 2024 is going to be a Tetris match, okay? And what do I mean by that? It is not going to be smooth sailing, okay? It is not going to be easy. It's definitely not going to be easy. It's not going to be up only like everybody thinks. Now, I do think 2024 is going to be a bullish year. Bullish. Yeah. What a retail word. But it's not going to be super straight up. And we're going to talk about why today, but now we can hit the good mornings. Good morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Good morning, Dr. Burritos. Happy New Year, my boy. Nick, good morning. Happy New Year. Foxy the Pirate says, G over president. Let's get another song on, man. That was kind of a dramatic way to start off the year. I'm a dramatic guy, man. What can I say? Good morning, Questy. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Candles Don't Lie. What's up, G? Good morning, Dak. Dak's in the house. Mad respects, brother. Shouts out to my mods, man. Guys, how do I sound? I tell you long ago. How do I sound? How's the music to voice ratio? Aldrin says Tetra classic music. Yes, sir. Yo, classic music's pretty good, if I'm being honest. I tell you long ago. Guys, how was your New Year's? And also, how do I sound? Y'all gotta tell me how I sound, baby, before I continue on the show. Good morning, Matt Ricci. Good morning, Ryback. How y'all doing? Happy New Year. Happy 2024. Guys, I just need one thumbs up and we can get it going. Happy New Yeezy. Oh, Adrian's in the house. What's up, my dog? How was your New Year's, bro? Hope it was all good, man. Moses, good morning. I tell you long ago. I sound good. I sound handsome. All right, beautiful. Okay, guys, listen, we got a lot to talk about, man. We got a lot to talk about. Dimuth says, yo to you, Dimuth. All right, sounds great. Perfect. Okay. Guys, what's going on with BTCZ right now, man? What's going on with BTCZ? First of all, wait. I want it to be... I tell you long ago. Hold on. There we go. I wanted to be able to like go over it. Okay, listen. You were out on the holidays. Family first and profits. Yo, I feel you, man. Okay, look, guys. You guys know, man, especially the ones that are from the Discord. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, then you know the ones in the Discord. Like, man, it's been kind of an insignificant week, minus yesterday, give or take, right? Not really much happened, but we still gave updates as much as we could, and not in terms of as much as we could in terms of how busy we were, because we were very busy, and by we, of course, I mean me. But we gave updates based on the volatility, which there wasn't really much, you know. Gio, in terms of TA, we left behind a giant CME gap. I do think we'll recover an old fair value gap above us before moving down. Yeah, so we're going to talk macro, guys. We're going to talk macro right now. And we're also going to talk local, but we're going to talk macro first, okay? Just to kind of catch up, right? We got to play a little bit of catch up right now and figure out, like, what the hell happened? How did we get here? You know, and go from there, okay? So back in December, beginning of December, we came up into this weekly... Whoops. We came up to this weekly order block here, okay? Weekly order block has officially been mitigated, which is why it stops here. Yeah, okay? It's been mitigated. Now, when we were doing basically nothing, okay, when we were doing essentially nothing for a long time, you know, we were still trading the ranges, we were still given the levels, we were still given like the divergences, the updates, and you know, whatever else there may have been. But I want to bring your attention to one level, which is actually how we made it up here, and that is this order block down here, okay? So last week, before the new year, we were talking about... Where are my zones? Am I on the wrong chart? Yeah, I don't know where my zones are. I think I gotta, I don't know, it like deleted or something. But nonetheless, it doesn't change anything. That's completely fine. We had a zone down here. It looked something like this. Okay. It looked something like that, right? We had a nice zone. Let's see if we can find it here. Yeah, okay, right here. So we had a nice zone down there, right? And we mitigated that order block, okay? So this whole thing was a 3-hour order block. In addition to extra confluence, which, by the way, on this Thursday, we're going to talk about how can you find these levels in the bootcamp. So if you're interested in that, DM my mods, whatever. Anyways, so we had a nice level here. We had a naked daily point of control that we did not tap. We still didn't tap it, and that's why I was really looking forward to coming down to this order block. However, the market doesn't always give me what I want. Obviously, the world doesn't revolve around me. And we did come down to mitigate this 5-minute order block. Now, I was saying at the time when we were down here, okay, this was like $4,000 ago, guys. It's pretty crazy how fast up we came. But I was saying from $4,000 ago, while we were here, that we were not seeing the divergences that we would have wanted to see for this to have been a sustainable move to the upside, okay? We didn't tap any order blocks. We didn't really tackle liquidity when we were coming down to this low, so I was expecting to come lower. I had an order down here, so I missed my initial order by about $100. I know, sad story. I thought it was honestly going to come down here. I didn't think that this order block was going to really carry any weight, but it is what it is. It did what it did. Once I saw the bullish divergences as we came down to the first order block, not the second, what just happened? I decided to mark it in. So I marketed in late, and that's what this position is. Okay, so this position is in from like wait, where is it in from? This position is in from like here, from like 41320 or something. Okay, and I held it the whole way up. So now that we talked about this order block, we don't need it anymore. We still have this order block below, and if you're in the Discord, then you know that I'm still talking about it. But let's talk more macro. So that order block sent us basically to a new stratosphere. We broke the high again. Okay, and we actually completely disrespected this 4-hour order block. When we were getting up here, things were looking a little bit bearish, right? They were looking a little bit bearish while we were getting up here. And I updated the VIP saying, hey, we're starting to get the divs. However, we know that for the past 3 months, give or take, the divs haven't been divving, okay? The divs have not been divving. So we need to keep that in mind. So guys, every day on this channel, if you're new here, I teach you guys how to build a narrative, okay? I don't just tell you what I think is going to happen. I teach you why I think the market is going to do what it's going to do. And we're going to do no different today. So this order block is no longer relevant. We can now delete it, okay? Let's pull our local kind of business going on right here, okay? So let's start more macro. Actually, before we go local, we got to start more macro. So we are still in this weekly order block, and we are expecting to have quite a bit of resistance really until like 48K. Okay, and yes, we can make it up to 48K. We've been talking about the 4-hour order block that we're starting, like, I mean, we passed it, but we did find some resistance up here at the 4-hour order block, and we've been talking about this 12-hour order block for a long time. Now, if you remember in a previous stream, okay, I talked about what I think might happen in terms of where the top may be, okay? I talked about what I think might happen. And when I built a narrative, everybody and their mother seems to be waiting for 48K, 47, 48K. Everyone is saying that, okay? 47, 48K, 47, 48K. And what I mentioned in a previous stream is just like at the lows when everybody was waiting for 13K, we front ran it and we stopped at 15K, okay? So if you're new to crypto and you don't really know what's going on, let me just give you a little bit of insight and perhaps save you some dollars. Usually, when everyone is expecting one thing, it doesn't play out, okay? It doesn't play out. So what I think is going to happen and what I think is probable is I think that we are either going to front run 48K, and just like we front ran 45K, or sorry, just like we front ran 15K by 2000, I think we might front run 48K by 2000, leaving us up to 46. Where did we come up to? We came up to 46. So guys, I also got to tell you, I am also short, okay? I did short as well, and I am short from 45,834. Okay, I am short from the high. I'm short from 45,834, and I'm gonna hold it, man. I'm gonna hold it because although I do believe we can go higher, I already took profit, which is nice, and I'm aware that this could be a significant top. Okay, now obviously we can't talk about the year without talking about the ETF. We got to talk about the ETF. And again, if you're not new to the channel, you know I'm not a newspaper. I'm not a newsman or a news anchor, and I'm definitely not a newspaper. And so I don't know like the details and the fundamentals and whatever, but I know that whenever there's a huge event like the ETF, it's buy the rumor, sell the news. Okay, that's a common like thing that happens in crypto literally all the time. And so I'm holding on to my short. because we don't know what's going to happen from here. Okay, we've already been talking about this range for a very long time. We're on the larger term time frame now. We've been talking about how it's a manipulated range. It's been a manipulated range. Okay. However, we've also been talking about potentially taking the high. Now, where can we have possibly topped out if it's not now? Let's take a look. Let's be objective. Okay, we're gonna be objective. Don't hate me for what I'm about to say. We're gonna be objective. I believe objectively things are not looking as bullish as everyone thinks they are looking. Okay, that doesn't mean that we can't shoot up to 50K, 55K. Doesn't mean we can't do that. But I think in terms of time, okay, in terms of time, we might be close to the top. What does that mean? That means that perhaps in a week, or perhaps in 2 weeks, or perhaps in 3 weeks, in terms of time, I believe we're close to the top. Not in terms of price. Okay? Why? Because the daily time frame, just on the bat, doesn't look as bullish as you would think. Now, you would think, okay, Gio, you've been saying this. My Picasso drawing, guys, 2 months ago, I drew this out, where I drew a nice cheat sheet entry on the daily time frame, and I said we're gonna come up and take the high again, and we exactly did that. That was 2 months ago. That was in my Discord. I'm not gonna go through it. You guys can go find it in the VIP updates. 2 months ago, maybe a month and a half ago, I drew this exact image, and I said I'm Picasso. Actually, let me see. Look at this. 2 months ago. I mean, okay, this is 2 months ago. I've been drawing these. All right, 2 months ago. It's there. I swear it's there. Now, why am I saying it's not as bullish if what I'm saying is exactly playing out? Guys, because we took the high, okay, because we took the high, we have an opportunity to continue our bearishness, our bearish divergence, okay? Let's dive down to the 8-hour time frame now. We've been talking about this for a very long time. We have money flow coming out of Bitcoin over time, which is undeniably bearish, okay? Undeniably. You can call me a perma bear. You can whatever. This is undeniably bearish, okay? Money's coming out, price is coming up. Now, the difference between where we're at currently versus where we were even 2 days ago is, yes, we had the divergences over time, or we have the divergences over time. However, locally, right, when we started to put in our first like wave of money flow divergences, locally, we did not put in a divergence, okay? When I say locally, I mean from this high. Actually, we'll call it from this high here, okay? From this high here, we did not put in another divergence. I thought that this high was gonna put in a divergence, and if it did, I would have been a lot more bearish, okay? But we did not put in a bearish divergence locally, right? And typically, you'd want to see what I would call follow through, and in order to get follow through, 9 times out of 10, you need those divergences locally as well, because the market is run by liquidity, and that would have been a liquidity sweep. Things are different now, because now, if you're looking at just this little chunk here, right, not including this whole previous, like, we'll call it wave of market cipher, now you can see it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter how much time goes on at this point. We are going to have a divergence, okay? We're getting another wave of money flow divergences over time. And the reason I'm saying no matter what, this is going to be a divergence, literally no matter what, is because no matter how high this wave goes, even if this wave crosses above this wave here, invalidating the divergence, the thing I know about Market Cipher, which if you don't know, I have a video on it called, my second last video. This here, why you're losing with Market Cipher B, right? Talking about my order of operations, okay? I know that Market Cipher B is an oscillator in itself, and the VWAP moves like this, the momentum waves move like this, and then the money flow moves like this in terms of how quickly it oscillates. And so even if price continues higher from here, right? Even if the wave invalidates this potential divergence by taking out that wave, the money flow is undeniably diverging, okay? So now that we took the high, especially because we have green vectors below us, this is undeniably bearish. Undeniably, okay? Now again, that doesn't mean we can't go up from here. We're gonna scalp every single range, right? It doesn't mean any of that. However, we are undeniably bearish, okay? And we've been undeniably bearish, let me just add, okay? So anyone that's going to say, oh, Gio, you've been saying this for 2 months, whatever. You know what? My answer to that is you are correct, sir or ma'am. You are very correct. I have been saying it for a long time. And I've been cautious for a very long time. Because I know what this kind of, like the way that this looks, I know what, my goodness, my brain cells are not brain celling right now. I'm still on vacation. I know what this kind of price action can do. Okay, I know what this kind of price action can do. But it's not all bearish, okay? So we're going to talk about the bullish scenarios. We're going to talk about where I think price might go. And we're going to talk about what my final target is, potentially. Because we very well could go higher, okay? So now we're going to talk about local. Now that we just built our kind of overall narrative, right? We have alerts here looking at the 12-hour. I'm saying again, we might be at the top in terms of time. Close to the top in terms of time. Not necessarily in terms of price, okay? So let's zoom out real quick and then we'll zoom in. Zooming out, we know that the market is run by liquidity, okay? Market is run by liquidity, and we know that the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences, which we are putting in right now. The daily time frame has a lot of time that it can still run up before giving us a nice red dot, which will give us another divergence, okay? The daily also, undeniably, on its next red dot, is going to print a divergence for the same reasons that I just said in the previous, like there's not going to be enough time for money flow to catch up to here, okay? So the daily is going to put in a monthly, or a daily, a red. Oh my goodness, my brain cells are not brain selling. The daily is undeniably going to put in a money flow divergence, okay? So, what do we got here? I believe, as I mentioned, I don't think we're going to stop at 47, 48. I think we're going to either blow past it, or I think we're going to front run it. If we front run it, I think maybe we put it in already, the high, perhaps. If not, maybe we're going to tap this 12-hour order block. It makes sense to me, okay? I do believe the 12-hour order block makes sense to me. Now, this is a very important high. We know that the market is run by liquidity. We've been saying it for a very long time. We also have a nice, if we come on the monthly time frame, okay, monthly time frame, we got a nice fair value gap here. Okay, we got a nice fair value gap, which we can easily come up and fill. Okay, I know remember guys, trading is probabilities. So I give the bullish scenario, I give the bearish scenario. Don't say, oh, Gio, you're saying both things. I know. Okay, I know. But you got it. It's probabilities. We got to play it. We got to play it right. Yes, I did short, by the way. And, yeah, I mean, I pay attention to like Wyckoff. Yeah. Did I enter short? I did enter short. Take your profits. Yeah, man, take profits. Always take profits, guys. Always take profits. By the way, guys, like the video. If you're new here, every day I stream and I give you guys the narrative and I teach you guys why the market moves the way that it does. So please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, because I give y'all the sauce every single day. All right, so we have a nice monthly fair value gap here above us, okay? Above this very important high. Why is this a very important high? Because it is a nice monthly high, obviously. And the market is run by liquidity. So everybody that's been short, not everybody, but a lot of people that have been like swing short from this area are probably still holding some of their trade, right? And so, believe it or not, even though it was a year and a half ago, there are stop losses up here, okay? There are. And that's what this whole thing is. This whole thing is a short squeeze, right? Everybody that's been shorting for the past 2 years, year and a half, that's what this whole thing was a short squeeze. And so this is an important level. I would argue that this is like probably the most important level of the year. It's 48K. Because it's probably the biggest the biggest liquidity sweep that is possible. And we know that the market is run by liquidity. The market makers will attack your liquidity, not yours, but retails in general, okay? So smart money is going to attack this level. To build a confluence with it, it is just above our weekly order block, which you can see we're getting some resistance off of. However, we're not really putting in lower lows. We still have not really swept any liquidity on the higher term time frames. And if a weekly order block is not going to sweep liquidity, what is? Okay, weekly order blocks, excuse me, are like they're a pretty big deal, right? So why are we not getting such a big move to the downside? Why haven't we swept any liquidity this whole way down? Well, because What do we know about time? What do we know about the different time frames? The higher term time frames take precedent over the lower term time frames, right? We know this. And so if we have a weekly order block here, just above the weekly order block, we have a monthly fair value gap. So what takes precedent? The monthly fair value gap or the weekly order block? Now we're going to talk about the scalp levels. That doesn't mean don't short. That doesn't mean don't long either, right? You know, but we're building the overall context. So this weekly order block, we can already see, is not really doing what a weekly order block should be doing, in a sense of giving us at least enough of a move to sweep some decent liquidity. Not as of yet, okay? Yes, it's possible, but not as of yet. So we need to keep that in mind, okay? We have this monthly fair value gap. Now, what could happen at this very important high, and why is it a very important high? If you're following monthly market structure, right? We know it's a monthly level. So it's a very important high and it's a monthly level. If you're following monthly market structure, we have high, low, lower high at that same level, lower low, okay? If market structure is going to continue to market structure, expectational order flow would be putting in a lower high to then make a lower low, okay? Now, there's only one way in which that's not true, and that is if we SFP, or swing failure pattern, this market or macro monthly level high. Okay, why? Because even if we take the high, which I think is honestly probable at this point, even if we take the high, okay, you still need to close the monthly candle. Okay, I want to say that again. Let me make my face big. You guys need to hear. We still need to close the monthly candle above 48207 in order for it to remain bullish. Okay, the monthly candle needs to go to 48207. Needs to close above it. The month just started and we have ETF news. What do we know about ETF news? Honestly, probably the next week is probably going to be bullish. Like I would imagine, because this whole thing of not sweeping any liquidity, this whole short squeeze, you know, anybody that's been 100x longing for the past 2.5 months relatively have been safe, haven't been challenged on their positions. We haven't really had a nice move down. It's all a short squeeze, right? The TA is not TAing. And so when you're looking at this, you got to build a narrative and you got to say, okay, we're not respecting these order blocks. We're not respecting these high time frame divergences. If we're not going down when we should be going down, the only other logical move is up, right? And so if we take this high, especially if we get a very fast move up in that high, okay? And then like this month or any month, but because the ETF is this month, we're going to talk about, or not the ETF, but the ETF approval or the news for it is in like 8 days or a week or whatever, is this month. I'm going to anticipate price make its way up there. If this case is if this like bias is going to play out, okay? I'm going to anticipate price to come up here somewhere in the fair value gap, okay? And then potentially the monthly candle, we will close below here. If we close the monthly candle below 48207, although technically we did have a break of structure, for it to be a proper break of structure, we need to close the candle above there. And if we do not, guys, I'm sorry to say it, but the technical target, okay? The technical target, if we do something like this, right? High, low, higher high, lower low, higher low again, whatever, higher high, lower low, and then up. The technical target is the low again if we SFP it. Okay, so very important to note that. I don't want to sound like a perma bear. I'm not saying it's gonna happen, but I'm saying it is possible. Okay, it is probabilities. Guys, smash the like button. How many likes we got right now? How many likes we got in the chat? 36 likes, that's it. We got 100 people in here. We got 36 likes. It's 2024. Damn, you got me in love again. All right. So, hi Gio, thanks for the pin on your idea at the VIP chat in regards to the Wyckoff scenario for a 12. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, I got you, bro. Yo, it's possible, man. And that's kind of like, look, what I just explained right now is what I'm referring to when we're talking about that, you know? Wait, let me move myself a little bit. Slide to the right. Yeah, man. So, oh, there we go. Yeah. So this, remember, we don't just call out numbers for the sake of calling out numbers. That's Mickey Mouse shit. We don't do that, okay? We build a narrative and we understand why things are happening the way that they're happening. And so this is it. This is how it might happen, okay? And I do think this makes sense. The monthly fair value gap can give you a nice move to the downside, okay? Now, we haven't really talked about fair value gaps that extensively. However, we will. But don't think that a fair value gap can't give you the move to the downside, okay? And there are ways to look at that. There are strategies around it, which we'll get to, so stick around on the channel. But just understand that. Now, if we pair that with the narrative of this not being a bull market, okay? Because, look, there are two types of people, really. People that believe this is a bull market and people that don't believe this is a bull market. Personally, I am in the camp of believing this is not a bull market. I don't believe it is right now. Okay? I simply don't. It is what it is. I don't think it's a bull market because history has told us that it is not a bull market yet. We usually have a bear market rally and then we come back down. Perhaps we don't come and take the low. Maybe this is not going to be the actual low that we come down to. However, I believe even if it's going to be a bull market, we need to have somewhat of a decent retracement to the downside, okay? I believe at the very least, a 20% move to the downside is in order. I believe we are very overdue for it. I think 38K is a very realistic number, but I think 30K is a really good number to continue the bullish narrative for the rest of the year, okay? So I do think it's going to be a bullish year because signs are pointing up. However, it really depends on this very important level of 48,207. This is, in my opinion, the most important level, okay? The most important level of the year because I believe that this number, 48,207, write it down, 48,207 is going to determine the rest of the year, okay? The rest of the year. If Bitcoin is at 60K... No, if Bitcoin's at 60K, then I will say I believe it's a bull run. I think for me, my make or break point is this daily order block. If we take this daily order block, I will call it a bull run. But I don't believe we're in a bull market yet. Okay, I don't personally. You can hate on it. It is what it is. I don't believe it. Anyways, so this is how you build your narrative, guys. And this is what I teach you how to do every single day on the channel. So now let's dive in locally, okay? Let's dive in a little bit locally because Geo, okay, what's happening, whatever. Okay, look. Locally, we have a range, man. Very simple. We got a range. Okay? We have a high. Very clear high. Very clear low. Or sorry, very clear low is here. Okay? We swept the high. Now we came down to the low. What do we know about ranges? When you're at the top, you typically rotate down to the low. When you're at the low, you rotate up to the high. Okay? Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. Now, these levels up here are pretty, we'll call it unprecedented because they are at, not all-time highs, but they are at, like, this cycle highs, okay? We are at, we'll call it new cycle highs, okay? And so we're basically in price discovery, but, like, as for the new cycle, which can be a little bit harder to trade, but we're still going to trade every single range as we do. What do we know about liquidity? What do we know about these vector candles? We know that they're likely to get recovered, okay? And so if you are looking to add to your position a short, are you going to short at the low of the range? Probably not. Are you going to short while we are holding potentially the value area low? Probably not. Guys, listen, I'm so sorry, man. Y'all know how it is. I'll be right back in 5 minutes. It's an emergency, okay? Drop an emoji for what you think I'm doing. I'll be back. I'm sorry, guys. It is what it is. It just kept, it came creeping up. I'll be back in less than 5 minutes. All right, man. Where were we? Sorry, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. Where's the music? Where my music at? Okay. That was really funny, man. That was really funny. Okay. All right. All right. So we're in the range, right? We know that the vector candles like to get recovered. We know that they are market maker candles, aka there's tick volume there, aka market makers are likely to send price back to that level because as retail is shorting, as we can see by these red vector candles, market makers are longing, baby. And so you think that they're going to leave that liquidity on the table? Nah, they're going to come back to it and then potentially do the move in whichever direction, right? Whether it's up or down. We do not know yet. In addition to that, locally, we are holding, reclaiming value area low. Okay, what do we know about volume theory in general? When you break below a volume profile, crypto crapper, yeah. Without our bears, we don't got bulls. That's true. That is true. So locally here, right? We're expecting to come up. What do we know about volume theory? When we are at a VAL, right? When we're at Valerie here, nice Valerie, we can typically expect to get a nice move to the top of Valerie. Okay, Valerie's cousin, Valerie. Or VAH. What's the name that starts with VAH? All right, yo, dude, you don't have to say sorry for taking a technical timeout. It's not a technical timeout. It's a, what is it? It's a duty timeout. Duty time. Call out turtle head poking out of this bear. Anyway, so, you know, based on volume theory, after we take value area low, when we lose it and we reclaim it, we are likely to make our way up to value area high, okay? Now, we also have a golden pocket, you know, up here. I mean, so look, are you going to short the low of the range? Probably not. Not very likely to do. Right? Not very likely to do. Not a very smart thing to do. And you can see down here, we also had local bull divs, okay? We had local bull divs. Now, I want to talk about one other thing before I get to, like, actually questions and answering, like, what you guys are saying for real. Is that for the past, like, little while we were in this previous range, CVD was also bullish, okay? And I mentioned this, Vahina. I mentioned this in the Discord a few times, okay? But I did say, right, on December 30th here, bullish CVD remains, okay? And so CVD can be a very, very useful tool to help you build your narrative, especially paired with market Cipher B. And on the 4-hour time frame, we had nice bullish divergences. And I mean, look, it is what it is, right? So now we are where we are. We built our narrative. Okay, we have our potential local short, right? For me, I wouldn't really be looking to short. Let's actually see where we could find a short. Okay, I actually like the golden pocket, but I don't like the golden pocket because it's a golden pocket. I like the golden pocket because we got an order block here. Okay, so this to me is a short zone, and we will see what happens when we get up there. So we'll set an alert. Right, locally we did flip into bearish market structure. Locally, right, we have We got high, low, lower high, lower low. So making a lower high for then a lower low completely makes sense. So this makes sense, guys. This makes sense. All right, short it right now. You double dare me. I triple dare me not to short it right now. Man, I'm short from up here. I'm short from here. I shorted this. And so I'm chilling. I already took profit like somewhere here. Or maybe this wick. I don't remember. I took profit somewhere down here. And so I'm chilling. I'm also long. This position is the long that I gave in the VIP. So we are chilling, boys. We are chilling. All right, guys, listen. It's about that time. By the way, guys, hit the like button if you haven't done so already. We had quite a few people in here. 108 people in here. 55 likes. So either half of you guys do not have fingers or a nose to touch your iPhone screens. If you have iPhones, if you don't, my condolences to you. Or you don't like me giving you guys the TA, or you don't like my voice, or you don't like my face. Which I'm pretty offended, guys. I really take it personally. I'm developing this new personality quality where I'm extremely insecure in 2024, and I care about what everybody thinks. Guys, let's hit our party, man. We gotta hit our party. We're gonna hit the first party right now of 2024, baby. First party of 2024. Let's get it, guys. Guys, if you're new here, welcome. We party twice a stream, and I stream every day. And if you're returning, guys, I need your help. If I have helped provide you value in any way whatsoever, for free, because I do it for free, let's get those money bags emojis in the chat right now. Let's hit our first party of 2024, guys. Happy New Year. Let's have a good New Year. Listen, you're gonna have bad luck if you don't hit the like button and drop the money bag emojis right now. You're gonna have bad luck for all of 2024. Let's get money, baby. If I provided you value in any way, let's see those money bags in chat, baby. Money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags.
Money. Let's get money, mother. Get money.
Money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags, money bags.
Let's get money. Let's get money, motherfucker. Get money. Let's get money.
Guys, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do something different, okay? Not now. After the stream ends. Okay, when the stream ends, I'm gonna do a VIP for life giveaway, and I'll tell you how to win it right after this.
Money.
Get money, motherfucker. Get money. Woo.
Let's get money. Let's get money. Let's get
money bags, money bags.
money. Let's get money, motherfucker. Get money.
Okay, after the video, after the stream posts, guys, after the stream posts, this is what we're gonna do. Okay, hear me out. This is what we're gonna do. Each of you are allowed to you have to comment on this stream And I'm only gonna say this once, and I'm not gonna explain why. So if you're watching this even later, you're still qualified, okay? Whoever gets this will get VIP for life for free. One person only. This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna pin this I'm gonna pin this stream. After the stream ends, you guys have to comment on the stream after it ends, okay? It has to show up on the comments, not on the live comments. And I want you to comment whatever price you think Bitcoin is gonna top out at, okay? When I say top out at, I mean like before we know is a confirmed bull market. Or we'll say whatever we think price will top out at before retouching either 38K or 30K. Okay, like if we bounce off 38K and we come back up and take the high again, then we'll say, okay, 38 was the low. But if we go 38 and then 40 and then down to like 30, then we'll say 30 was the low. Like whatever the high is, okay? So, you have to comment what price you think Bitcoin's gonna top out at after the stream ends. I gotta decide if I want to do the closest person wins VIP for life, or if you get it like the 1,000 and then like in that 100. So let's just say it tops out at like 47248. Then if you say 472, you're in it. You know what I'm saying? You the guy who say 1,000 times I am shorting Bitcoin at 45? I definitely didn't say that. Definitely didn't. Hello, Sensei. How are you, my friend? Local top? It might be, man. It might be. It might be. Now I am bullish. My friend Chapo YouTube. Clearly you haven't been around the channel because I am long this whole way up. And I'm also currently short. And I trade every range, man. I'm a scalper, bro. I did not say only short at 45. Definitely did not. I said I actually did, you know what's funny? I actually said 38 might be the high. So if we're gonna get into like the actual like numbers of it, I mean, I've been skeptical, not skeptical. I've been cautious since 38K, so it's even worse. I'm even a bigger clown than you think I am, my friend. But listen, I will reply with this. Let's see your public analysis, bro. That's all I'm gonna say. Guys, let this guy be a good reminder to like why short money is so much nicer than long money. Because the bears always like jump on the bulls always like excessively hate on the bears. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Hey Joe, love the work you're putting in. Can you go through my idea of my short that I'm currently in? You're a bit late to the stream. Yeah, so I shorted the top here. I'm short from like 458 something. I already took profits like somewhere down here. My stop loss is at the entry. So this is the long from 41K. And that's by the way, guys, the competition, you got to do it after the stream, not now. Okay, so you know, this is whoops. So this is yeah, my local short here. Let's see what I did here. So as we were coming up, right, we've been putting in divergences. Okay, we've been putting in divergences. Honestly, like it was kind of late at night for me. What time is it right now? Yeah, it was late at night. No, it was this one that I shorted. I shorted up here, okay? And the reason I shorted up here, so I didn't short the retracement. It wasn't the retracement. I shorted here. And the reason I shorted, it was late, like it was 4 a.m. for me. Okay, but I knew that going to bed, we had a nice divergence with momentum waves over time. But I also knew that that the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. Okay, and so with that rule, which I preach every day, right? The thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences. I went to bed and I'm like, okay, we might take the high again. We might come up again. And we, you know, I expect whenever I have, so my next video is going to be talking about the money flow. Okay. My next video. And whenever we have thick money flow like this, I like to see 3 wave counts. Okay. In order to consider a pretty decent short. Okay. So, right? This is wave 1, this is wave 2, and this would be wave 3. So as we were coming up and I was getting alerts that we were taking the high again, I was up for like 2 hours in the middle of the night, like I literally always am, right? I noted, I'm like, okay, we're getting the money flow divs here on the lower term time frames. I know that the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. I know that this is our 3 wave count. Okay, this is our 3rd wave count. Okay, and so when we came up and the 5 minutes started looking like this, I'm like, yo, this is a short all day. I shorted wherever it was. I don't know where my entry is. Let me see. My entry is 45834. Okay, so I shorted 45834. Like somewhere here, probably I shorted. I just put the stop above the high and I went to bed. I didn't even set any take profits or nothing. I went straight to bed and then I woke up and price was like here, and then it came up. It came back to the retest, which I didn't take profits at the time. And it was kind of an irresponsible short because I didn't set any take profits, but I did have a stop loss in place nonetheless. And then when we came up for the retest, I just left it. I'm like, okay, this looks like it could still go down. And then, you know, now I took profit down here. Stop losses at the entry. I'm also still long. Also took profits on the long. I'm chilling, you know, but that's kind of what happened, man. And so guys, like, let me make something like, let me say something for you guys, because a lot of people think always that Market Cipher is going to give us like a very clear move, and it doesn't always, right? It doesn't always. So if you tried to short early and there isn't like a clear move here, then you could have been like, oh man, like, man, wait for it to be clear as day. Okay, like if you take away all the lines, right? We take away everything, all the local stuff, whatever, right? You take away all this, like just without even doing TA, okay? Just without looking at TA, you can see, remember, these are the best trades, man. These are the best trades that give you the biggest moves. When there is an undeniable trade, like this is undeniable. Anybody, I don't care if your name is Chapo YouTuber that thinks he's not a hater, but he's hating and he just says that I'm not a hater. If you think that this is bullish just because, then I mean, it is what it is. But my point is, sorry, bro, I didn't mean to hate on you like that. Now I'm the hater. It's all good, man. All fun and games. But anyways, when you see like an undeniable trade like this, like, man, it's undeniable. This is undeniable, right? Like there's not one thing about this very local price action, right? Very local. Not one thing about this is bullish. Literally not one. So when you see that, if you don't really know how to trade, just wait for this. Just wait for it to be undeniable, right? Undeniable. Like right now, I'll tell you this. If we come up and we take the high again and Market Cipher B looks like this, and money flow is doing this, and we have money flow coming down while we have the divergences the whole way up, and we have a local bearish divergence, like this is an example of another undeniable short. Like undeniable. Anyone that says that this is bullish, they have no idea what they're saying. Okay? Undeniable. And so if you don't know what you're doing, a lot of the times that's your best bet, man. Just wait for that. Right? Just wait for that. And that very well might happen, by the way. Right? Very well might happen. What do we know about money flow? What do I say every single day, a million times on this channel? The thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. Look at this. Probably cheat sheet entry on the 30-minute time frame. We have red vector. Let's actually check. Where are my EMAs at? Where are the EMA? Let's check. There's probably a cheat sheet entry. I guarantee it. Beautiful. Look at this cheat sheet entry. Beautiful cheat sheet entry. We have the 50 EMA above the 200 EMA. Check. Thick money flow. Check. Green dot below the zero line. Check. Red vectors coming into the 50 EMA. Check. What more do you want? The thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. And so if we know that this is a 12-hour order block, right? And we get some, we know that the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences, and the order block is up here, and we have alerts up here, and we're targeting up here potentially for somewhat of a decent retracement, or at least a scalp, right? And we have the red vectors. Everything right now is lining up to potentially take the high again, and we might get that. And then that makes sense. It makes sense to reject from here. I also said yesterday, or 2 days ago, here, or in this video update, okay? I gave this video update yesterday, and I said, guys, we're currently in the 4-hour order block. If we pass the 4-hour order block, we're probably going to make our way up to the 12-hour order block relatively quick, okay? The thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences. As long as you say that in your head 1,000 times a day, You will not lose. Okay, the thicker the money flow, the more chance of divergences. And 9 times out of 10, when you have a real move, it will be obvious. Okay, it will be obvious because on these higher term time frames, not higher term, but like midterm, 30-minute, you can see very clearly that money will be coming out. Okay, remember your order of operations, and remember your speed of the VWAP, or sorry, your speed of each oscillator, right? VWAP moves like this, momentum waves move like this, money flow moves like this. And so it doesn't matter how many waves we get here, like money flow it will take time for money flow to continue to go higher. So if price goes higher without money flow coming up higher than this point, we're putting in money flow divergences. What do we know about money flow divergence? What do we know about money flow in general? It is the king. Okay, money flow is the holy grail. It is what we try to identify every single time. Yes, I do have vector candle tutorials. Come over to my YouTube. Una mattina, I think I like ya, yeah. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Okay, so I have 2 long videos and I got 2 short videos. Okay, this is video 1. This is video 2. Okay, and then I have two very long form videos, or 1 very long form. No, 2 video long form. So I got an 1.5 video. It's my second video ever, an 1.5 long. It was actually a boot camp, and then I have a next one that talks about it with the EMAs. But it's shorter and probably more concise in those 2 videos. So go watch those 2 first. All right, chat. Let me check what's going on. What's going on? Iggy, what's up, my boy? Good morning. Happy New Year. What's going on here? Gary Gensler, get away here. We don't want you. Your face looks like a utensil that women use to pleasure themselves. So get out of here. We don't want you. What would happen to the price of Bitcoin if Saylor reported on the Epstein list? I have no idea. I don't know anything about news. No idea. I know technicals. I know how price goes from A to B. I know why price goes from A to B. Don't know anything else. Couldn't tell you. Oh, bella ciao. Yeah. Una mattina. The Europeans pumped BTC this time because the euro went down right when BTC pumped. Maybe. Link. All right. Should we take a look at some altcoins for you guys? Una mattina, like ya. Oh, bella ciao, bella ciao, bella ciao. Guys, happy New Year, man. I hope y'all are good. Mr. FaZe, what's up, G? How are you, my friend? How are you, baby grok? 100x baby grok? And we're going to Dubai? All right, should we take a look at Link? Bro, my prime minister needs to leave the country immediately. Probably the planet. You've added the indicator and it's really loaded. Yeah. So Super Snoopy. Okay. Also, I'm gonna give you guys the VIP code as well since we're here. So let me answer that real quick. So Super Snoopy, and to anyone else that is interested, I have I have a Discord link. I'm gonna do Tia. I'm gonna do Link. So listen. Come to the Discord. The link is in the description down below, okay? If you haven't already, make sure when you come in, you do the verification thing, right? Otherwise, you won't see the channels. Now, sir, this is what you do. So enter Mr. Snoopy. Come in the VIP. Come into trading resources, okay? And then under pinned messages, you can come and, I have a bunch of stuff. But here I have my TR main settings, okay? All of my settings are here, okay? All my settings are here. Now, you can, what's the word? You can adjust basically based on your likings, so your preferences, but these are my settings. Actually, it's a little bit different. I don't have show vector candle zones on anymore. If you turn, excuse me, my apologies, guys. If you turn show vector candle zones on, what it will do will give you like a square like this. And it will show you like all of the vectors that have not yet been recovered. Okay. And so, if that's, if you like it, you can keep it on. I don't keep it on anymore. And when you have it on, it will like, because my thing a lot of the time is on auto, it will like make it super small. Like it'll look like this because they'll have vector candle zones from down here. So anyways, play around with it, but it will look a lot cleaner with my settings. Start with these and then adjust based on like how your preferences. But it's under here under trading resources. Also, my market cipher settings are also down here, as well as my VR settings. So you could just come here and like find a bunch of resources. All of my acronyms are here as well, you know, just a bunch of stuff like that. Okay. VIP code, guys. So listen, if you're new and you don't know how it works, let me explain it real quick. It's completely free for you to join. After every stream or every video that I post, everybody gets purged, okay? So if you were in VIP prior to this stream, you get purged. In other words, you get wiped from VIP, okay? The reason I do this is in every video, I give a new VIP code, and then you have to send my bot the new VIP code. What do I mean by that? What do I mean by that? If you come to the top, join the Discord. On the top right, we have Mr. Geobot here. Handsome little robot, okay? Handsome robot, looks like me. Come over, DM my Geobot, the VIP code that you hear after every video, and then you will be re-entered into my VIP, where I give you guys my free updates, free levels that I'm looking at, levels that I'm looking at, my trades, how Market Cipher B's looking at the time. I give you guys frequently video updates, and I update this thing probably 10 times a day. Okay, I give altcoins, I give Bitcoin, we do a lot of analysis, whatever, and then I give it to you in real time. Okay, it's completely free for you to join. So the VIP code for this stream is 0923. Okay, so head over to the Discord, type 0923, and you will be entered into the VIP until I post my next video or go stream or go live, and then you get wiped, and then we repeat the whole process. Okay, so 0923 is your VIP code. Okay, let me catch up on chat. Okay, let's do Link. Let's do Link real quick. So let's talk about Link. So Chain Link, let's start on the daily. I think we've done Link quite a few times. Link is okay. So Link is in a high time frame order block. Okay, what is this? What order block is this? A weekly? Yeah. Okay. Link is in a weekly order block, just like Bitcoin is in a weekly order block. Okay. So Link's in a weekly, Bitcoin's in a weekly. Let's see what else. Let's see what we got in this week. Let's check the components within this candle. No, that was mitigated. Not interested. Now here we go again. You say you won't be leaving. Oh, that was mitigated. Okay. What time frame was that? 3 hour? Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter. All right, let's talk about Link. So Link is in a weekly order block, okay? We know Link is in a weekly order block. And earlier when we were analyzing Link, we said this is a 4-hour SFP level potentially, and we need to be aware of it, okay? Now, the technical target for this 4-hour SFP is this guy, okay? This is the technical target for that SFP. Are we going to hit that SFP? I don't know. Well, let's talk about how we might hit it. But this is the technical target for the 4-hour SFP. 4-hour SFP check, okay? This is the technical target. Don't forget that. Now, your altcoins will follow Bitcoin. I say it all the time, right? And with dominance relatively high and increasing, might I add, if Bitcoin is going to dump 5%, your altcoins are going to dump probably 20%. Okay? If Bitcoin's going to dump 2%, your altcoins might dump 5%. And we're already seeing it, right? Bitcoin is up and your alts are down. Something to remember. Something to keep in mind. Okay? And so, wait, actually, let me get that link comment up. Okay. So, this is the technical target, right? We are in this weekly order block. Now, let's see where these other boxes I drew are. So that was one. And this is a smaller one. I don't really like this one, but it is one technically. Okay. So we front ran this order block. Actually, now it does matter what time it is. Actually, no, it doesn't. It doesn't. Okay. Okay, so take a look here. Take a look here. We front ran the order block. However, we had a fair value gap. We have a fair value gap here. So we actually didn't front run it. We actually tapped it basically right on because we had a fair value gap. I don't love you. So it actually, something was like this, okay? Because we did have a fair value gap. I'm not going to go back and find the specifics of it. It's not important. We hit it, okay? So we mitigated an order block that makes sense. This order block up here is a very small time frame order block. I think it was like a 5-minute or 15-minute or whatever it was. And it is below a very significant high, okay? So remember what we need to do when it comes to your altcoins. You need to look at your alts the same way that you look at like Bitcoin in terms of like where it's at in terms of its levels, okay? So if Bitcoin is way up here, you could argue that Link is still down here. So Link is lagging, for example, but we need to be aware of it. Nonetheless, Bitcoin is at macro resistance and Link is at macro resistance, right? Link's at its weekly, Bitcoin is at a weekly level, whether it's lagging behind or not, okay? Now, Link, objectively, on the daily time frame, on everything else, the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. And it looks like we could get another divergence. So it looks like we could break through the weekly order block. It looks like we could reclaim this order block. And it looks like we could grab this SFP level, which we talked about in a recent video. Okay? It also looks like Link might come to a very important level, which is the macro golden pocket of 19.5 to, let's say, $20, just for ease of, like, you know, communication. So Link is possible and to come up to $20, but it depends on Bitcoin. Link is not going to pump if Bitcoin dumps. If Bitcoin goes sideways, Link might pump. If Bitcoin goes up, Link will pump. Okay? So, when you're building your narrative, you look for the order blocks, you find your levels, and so forth. Here we have, what do we got? If this is our range, right? If this was our initial range from here to here, this was our range on Link. Okay, that's your range. Let's get rid of this for now. We don't need it. This is your range. We swept the high once. We swept the high twice. Once, twice. What is this? I haven't taught it, but this is Wyckoff. Okay? The technical target for Wyckoff is actually down here. But because this was a 4-hour SFP, we could TP1 here, TP2 there. Okay? This does look like a Wyckoff model to me. Now, do they always play out? No. Depends on what Bitcoin's doing. Bitcoin also looked like it had a Wyckoff model, and it didn't respect it. So it's potentially Link will do the same, perhaps. But in my opinion right now, Link has every reason to go down if Bitcoin decides that it wants to go down from here, at least some percent. And remember, your altcoins will go down a lot more, especially when dominance is up like this. Your altcoins will go down a lot more than Bitcoin will. Okay? So, if we are looking at, remember, look at where things are relative to Bitcoin always, okay? So let's look at a very easy trade on Bitcoin. Very, very easy. You have the low, you have the high, you pull the golden pocket, right? Anywhere here, easy trade, you could say. Very easy trade. From here, that is down, let's say 6%. Let's say we decide to come a little bit lower to the 786. Well, let's just say we SFP the previous low, which makes sense to do, tapping into this unmitigated order block. So let's just say, okay, hypothetically, don't hate on me. Well, let's just say from here, we dump 8%, 9%, which is possible, okay? Look at the narrative. Where are the vector candles? When you have a red dot, you got to look at the vectors, look to the left. The vectors can get recovered. It is possible. Don't come at me. So if Bitcoin decides to dump 9%, 8%, let's just say hypothetically, okay, then Chainlink is very likely to dump more than that, right? So this 4-hour SFP target don't liquidate you when you're at minus 100%. They liquidate you when you're at minus 80% to account for fees and so that they can cover their ass, okay? Because when you are leveraging, essentially you're borrowing money. But what happens, and I explained this in the video, is if you have $100 and you 10x leverage, now you have $1,000. What happens is their $900 is sitting on the bottom and your $100 is on top. So every move that happens, if it goes against you, they're taking your $100 and their 900 is protected. That's how your leverage is working, okay? So no matter what happens, your stop loss needs to accommodate a 2% stop, or your leverage needs to accommodate a 2% stop loss, which means you can't be 50x leverage, because if you're 50x leverage, you would get liquidated at 2%. But we know they liquidate you when your margin is at minus 80%. So you wouldn't even make it up here. You would probably like get liquidated somewhere down here. Actually, at 1.6 is where you would get liquidated. You would get liquidated exactly here. No good. If your invalidation is here, like you can't have your liquidation below your invalidation. You cannot, no matter what. So if you need to lower your leverage and use less of a position size, then cool. So de-risking by adding to your margin doesn't do anything because your invalidation should have been clear from the beginning anyway. All deleveraging by adding to your margin does is change your liquidation. But if you did everything right in the beginning, your liquidation doesn't matter. Your liquidation should be up here. And your stop loss is here. Your liquidation should not even be in your vocabulary. You should never get liquidated ever. Okay? So now when you want to say deleveraging in terms of position size, it makes more sense. Because if you put on your capital, right? Let's just say same scenario, same invalidation, okay? Same invalidation. Let's just say you entered up here. Let's just say you entered up here, okay? You entered up here. Same invalidation. Because you have the same invalidation and you got a better entry, you can put more money on the trade and you can put a higher leverage, right? Because the higher the leverage, remember, let's say everything remains the same. This is your liquidation. You can go higher leverage when you're closer to your liquidation, but it doesn't matter because your invalidation remains. Okay? So, if you want to de-risk by lessening your position size, this makes a lot more sense because there's a couple reasons why to take profits. Number one, so you don't lose, right? And number two is to de-risk, right? If you take profit on half of your position, for example, and then you put your stop loss to the entry, you're never going to lose no matter what. You'll never lose. So you are essentially de-risking, okay? Now, let's just say you weren't super confident with your entry or with your stop loss. Let's just say that initially your stop loss is here, okay? Let's say your stop loss is here initially, but you're saying, you know what? Maybe I came on this Geo guy's stream and he makes a lot of sense when he talks about the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. He's so handsome, like I have to listen to him. And the 30-minute looks very thick and it looks like we could get another divergence, right? And let's say your stop loss originally is here. Now what you can do is you can take half of the trade out, okay? You can take half the trade out, so you're securing some profit. And then if you believe that maybe this high will hold, maybe it won't, but I want to give it a little bit more room, now that you took half your position out, you can actually increase your stop loss to where it makes more sense, right? And still like be at break even or whatever. In other words, you are de-risking, right? So there's a couple reasons why you want to be taking profits. That's one of them. But in general, it's not about like that necessarily. It's not about the margin of it. Okay, not about the margin of it. Not about the leverage, because your stop loss should always be before your liquidation. Always, no matter what. I don't want to hear anybody getting liquidated. It's stupid. Anyways, I hope that answered. Do I think it's a good idea to lower leverage to hold a trade for longer? If you're swing trading, yeah. If you're swing trading, yes. Anyways, I hope that answered your question, bro. My gird, you're late. You're late, bro. It's 2024, man. Wake up. No, I'm just playing. All right, guys. VIP code for this stream. Yeah, it was hardstyle, Dak. VIP code for this stream. Head over to the Discord. Link is in the description. Head over to the Discord. Please do not put the VIP code in any chats. Please, 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 please do not do that. Snoopy, I'm glad you made it in. I'm glad you made your way into VIP. I see you made it. VIP code for this stream is 0923, guys. 0923. Head over to the Discord. DM my sexy Geobot 0923. Please don't put it in the chat. And yeah. All right. Oh, daily blue vector on Bybit. Daily blue vector on Bybit. Are you on Bybit USD? Anyway, is it stupid to open up a swing short starting on Bitcoin, starting at 45K? I would say no. I wouldn't say it's stupid, but I would say you need to manage your risk accordingly, right? If you are willing to lose, you know, $100 on any trade, then you need to decide where your invalidation is, right? Maybe you start laddering into a swing short. Maybe you start laddering in. I don't think it's stupid at all. I definitely think it's stupid to open up a swing long from here. Even if it goes up and even if you're right, it's still stupid, right? We gotta understand, like, just because you're right and you win a trade doesn't mean it was a smart trade. You gotta remember that. There is an element of trading that is like gambling, right? It's all probabilities at the end of the day. Nothing is for sure. But do I think it's stupid to start opening up a swing short? No. But you got to understand also, what did we say at the beginning of the stream? We have a nice weekly order block, but we have a monthly fair value gap over it. The monthly time frame takes precedent over the weekly. So if you're going to open up a swing short from here, I would say be prepared to have like an $8,000 drawdown. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it might. So just, you know, it's all risk management, man. It's just decide on how you want to trade, you know? How do you want to trade? Hey, Super Snoopy, I'm glad to have you here, man. You look relatively new to me. You look relatively new here, from what I recall anyway. So welcome to the network. I'm glad to have you here, man. We are glad to have you here. I will only increase leverage when using low leverage. Yeah. Yo, what's up, brother? How you doing? I keep saying the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divs. So would I wait for a money flow div? Yeah, 9 times out of 10. Especially when money flows as thick as it is, you wait for divergence. So listen, let me answer this question. My next video is gonna be more, what's the word? Annie, do you want me? This is a banger. My next video, guys, listen to my ADHD right now. Okay, my next video is gonna be basically answering this question. Okay, because I just did a two market cipher videos, and my next one's gonna answer this one in detail. But essentially, yeah, you're looking for money flow and momentum wave divergences, or you're looking for a 3-wave divergence, which I will I will explain. New Year's resolution is to make trading work for you rather than panicking when price moves the other way. Hey man, stick around, you'll learn a couple things, bro. But Jay said you could use 85x like him to catch the tops and bottoms with divs, bro. I mean, look, bro, I know you don't like Jay. I got nothing but respect for Jay, and I catch the bottoms and tops. I do, like, based on his teaching. So, like, this position I think is an 80x long, I think. So, it's, you know what it is, bro? Let me tell you what it is. And he's elaborated it. Maybe you haven't, like, heard it, or I don't know, maybe he didn't do a good job. I don't know, whatever. But you know what it is essentially is, you put a lot. Okay, look, the market is easy short term. Not easy, but like for me, for example, it is rare that I open up a position and I start in drawdown. It's rare. Like 9 times out of 10. No. Like maybe like 7 or 8 times out of 10, we'll say. When I open up a position, I'm usually in the green like relatively soon. Okay. It's rare that like I will open up a short position here, right? And then price goes like way against me like that. It's pretty rare. It would be like more like this, where like, okay, I open it. I'm in this little bit of a drawdown for like 10 minutes. And then it goes in my direction if I'm trading on the 5-minute time frame. Let's just say, for example, okay? For example. And so what Jay does and advocates for, and what I advocate for, like learning from him, is you just take profits and then you let the rest run, man. You know, very simple. take profits, let the rest run, and then you can get these really nice percentages. But at the end of the day, it just depends on how big your position size. What do I think about the Elliott wave counts?
Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating, 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 levitating. Yeah, 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 yeah. Come on, dance with me.
Okay. Sorry, I got a little carried away. All right, what do I think about the Elliott wave? I don't really trade Elliott waves. Okay, I don't really trade Elliott waves. I don't even know if Elliott waves are the same thing as Wyckoff. I really don't. I trade Wyckoff. I don't know if it's the same as Elliott waves, if I'm being honest with you. So I can't really answer that. But I will tell you what I think about this being a potential Wyckoff model. I can tell you that this is either tap 1, this is tap 2, and this is tap 3. In which case the target is down here. Or this is tap 1, this is tap 2, and then tap 3 is to be determined, either up here, right, or down here. And then this would be the target. That's what I think. I got nothing else to say. Nothing else to say on that other than that. All right, everyone. Yo, we got some new people in the chat, man. How many people are in the stream right now? We still got 100 people. Beautiful. Guys, if you are new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, as we know. And if you guys don't know, I stream every day, and I give you guys the sauce for free. I have a free VIP Discord, etc. And I'm boys with the market makers, guys. So, you know, if you want the insight, I'm boys with them. They tell me what they're going to do before they do it. So smash the like button for me, man, so I can keep the channel rolling and giving y'all the sauce. Let's see if we can get 100 likes, man. I'm at 93 likes. Can 7 of you, I will literally love you. I will marry your daughters. No, I won't do that. Marriage is a trap. But I will love you if you smash the like button for me. So please do that. All right, let me catch up on some of these. Without funding fees being so high would lessen the impact of funding fees. Yeah, it does. It does. It does. Remember, funding fees, like you will get, listen, the world does not give free money ever. No exchange does, no bank does ever. There's always interest. That's essentially what your funding fee is. And when you're borrowing money, you are borrowing on however much you're paying the funding fee on however much you're borrowing, right? It's based on your position. I'm new. Found one of my vids by chance on Friday. Have been watching my videos all weekend, adding you to my watch list. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Listen, I don't know who Annie is, but Tino is... Listen, if I ever have the pleasure to speak with Tino, like, I would be so humbled to do that. That man is a genius. I've listened to hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of Tino. I used to fall asleep to Tino. That guy is like, man, he knows his stuff. I'm telling you. And this is his indicator, man. TR main. I just incorporate it with Market Cipher B. I'm surprised that, like, these guys don't do that, man. Like, I'm surprised, but it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Joe, if I think divergences are playing out and still hard, always trying to catch reversals in the trending markets, in sideways markets easier for real. I guess you're going more White Phoenix style. Yeah, man. Listen, catching this. Like, look, let's come to the 10. I did get stopped out once yesterday. Before I went to bed, I put a short in. I put a short in here. And I got stopped out. Okay, I did short from there. I had my stop above the high, and I got stopped out. Right, because I had the 3 wave. We had the 3 wave, so I'm like, okay, that makes sense. I did short from there. I re-entered, but I shorted. Okay, now this is hard, man. These are hard, and I also shorted, by the way, because locally we also had potentially, I mean, it wasn't the cleanest one, but 1, 2, 3 count, right? We know the market makers like to move in 3s. It was either there or it was this one. It could have been 1, 2, and then 3. I don't remember. But anyways, it doesn't matter. It doesn't change anything. So I did short. I got stopped out. And these are harder, man. These are harder trades to do because you don't really know, man. You don't really know, like, if it's going to come back up. You don't really know. And so, like I will talk about in a future video, as soon as you enter a trade, you need to start looking for hidden divergences, and you need to start looking for hidden cheat sheet or not hidden cheat sheet entry. You need to start looking for cheat sheet entries. And so, anyways, yeah, doing it the Phoenix way actually is more is safer, even though your entry will be lower in this case. Your entry would have been lower. It's a lot safer. It's a lot safer to, instead of enter here like I did, right? Instead of enter here and target the low or wherever you're targeting, it is a lot safer to enter here and put your stop there. This is way better of a trade. Way better, especially if you go on the lower term time frames. Like, you can really get a nice entry with a nice invalidation. This is way better of a trade than this. Way better of a trade. Even though it's the same, or even though it's lower, this is way better. And 9 times out of 10, this trade, you can put a lot more capital on this guy than you can on this guy. And so, although the P&L screenshots will be nice and flashy, who cares about the P&L screenshots? Like, this percentage, who cares? This is like, okay, I get clicks and stuff, and I'm doing YouTube and I'm running a business, so yeah, but at the end of the day, who cares about that? It doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Your position matters. If I'm 700% and I have $10 on the trade, okay, I'm up 70 bucks. If somebody puts 10 million on the trade and they're up 1%, their P&L is a lot less flashy, but they made a lot more money. So don't get fooled by this. This is for clicks, and I'm admitting it, but it doesn't matter, man. P&L doesn't matter. Do I place on TradingView or directly? No, I don't. I use Mexi. Oh, actually, now that we're here, thanks for reminding me. Guys, big thank you to everybody that is supporting me and supporting the channel by using my affiliate links. I'm affiliated with Mexi, the #1 exchange in my opinion, although, man, the fees are getting up there, so I might have to get myself a Palau ID and move back to Bybit. We'll see, man. We will see. But for now, I am affiliated with Mexi. And of course, guys, if you're looking for this indicator on the bottom here and you don't know what it is, it's called Market Cipher B, where you can get really, really good entries. How I was able to get into this trade here, and I give you guys the updates based on Market Cipher B. I don't know how to trade without this thing. I mean, I can, but why would I? And so, you know, if you use my affiliate link, the link is in the description down below, and you decide to purchase Market Cipher, you can use discount code TRADERGEO for 20% off. And if you decide to purchase the 4-life plan, you will get 1 year free access of my VIP section, meaning you do not need to send the VIP codes. Okay. The divergences keep diverging against you. Yeah, I know. You heard it's dangerous? Listen, man, I've talked about this already, Jason, bro. I'll say this, man. It's dangerous holding your money on any exchange. It just seems like Mexi is the one that's like under fire right now. I haven't heard anything. I talked to my rep and like, I mean, things are good. But at the end of the day, we don't know the story. We don't know what's real and what's not real. And so, you know, you need to be careful in any stream. In any stream. On any exchange, you need to be careful. Annie is Tino's secret sister. Oh, I thought Annie was a girl. Can you drop Annie? Let me check Annie. Why am I stuttering so much this year, man? Annie trading. Let's check Annie. Is this Annie? This chick? Oh, trade, travel, chill. I've heard people talk about this chick. You know what? I'll subscribe to her. I'll subscribe. I'll take a listen to her. I'll try her out. I've heard people say things about her, so I'll check her out. When Jay does that, he only used 1%. Yeah, man, risk management, guys. Risk management. He's not ADX's whole account. Exactly. He's definitely not. No, that's a very stupid move. 1 hour VWAP on RSI and moving average holding Bitcoin right now. 1 hour VWAP. Where is the VWAP? Let's check where our VWAP is. The VWAP. As Tino says, VWAP. Yeah, we're below the VWAP right now. We are below the VWAP. Maybe it's not a Tino thing. Maybe it's a British thing to say VWAP. Did I give the code yet? I did, Drew. I did. I'll give it to you again, bro. This is the last time I'm going to give it because I'm going to get off stream soon. Okay, VIP code, guys. If you're new here, join the Discord. The link is in the description. It's completely free. I have a free VIP section where I give you guys the trades that I'm looking at. I give you guys the levels that I'm looking at. And I update this thing like 10 times a day. So make sure you do that. Make sure you join by giving my GeoBot here the VIP code that you're going to hear in this stream, which is 0923, okay? 0923. Drew, are you sleeping? Are you awake, brother? Let me make sure you're good. I need a thumbs up from Drew. Drew, give me a thumbs up, my boy. Your daughter could do way better. At what point do I consider an SFP confirmed? This is a good question. This is a good question. let me answer this question. When you are on follow market structure, right? So look at market structure. So let's look, right? This is a daily high that we broke today. We are breaking a daily high right now. If this daily candle closes below this level, even though the 8-hour and 12-hour closed above, the daily, because this is a daily high, might still SFP. So look at your market structure and go by the highest time frame that your market structure is appropriate on. Like, this is not appropriate on the weekly. This is not a weekly high. So you wouldn't consider it on the weekly. And then I would go daily. I wouldn't go 2-day or 3-day. That's what I would do. So I would be paying attention to today's daily close. And if we close below this yearly high, right? It's technically an SFP, meaning that this would be the target down here. Right? It's basically how it goes, man. Basically how it goes. All right, Drew got it. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, are we still doing the $100 to $1,000 challenge? Yes, we are. We are. Listen, this week we got the boot camp. We got the boot camp on Thursday, and then maybe next week we can start talking about $100 to $1,000 challenge. What wallet do I think is best to use? I heard there's some beef with Ledger. I don't really know. I just got a new one. What is it called? Dak, are you in the or not? It wasn't Dak that recommended it to me. It was Charance. Anyways, I got a new one. It's like a new one. I don't remember what it's called. Not a new one. It's like something 3. What is it called? Like Bison or something? Here, let me check. Let's see. I actually don't know what it's called. One second. Let me find it. Give it to me. Give it to me. Yup. Yup. Ooh, give it to me. It's called something, man. I don't remember. I don't even remember what it's called. Real nice. Guys, I hope y'all had a good New Year's, man. I had a great one. Trezor. I got Trezor. So mine is not in yet. I got a new one, though, because Ledger has some problems. So I bought a Trezor. I don't know, man. They said something. I heard some stuff about it. So I was like, okay, let me get out of here. Can we do live trades? Yeah, man, we will in the Discord. We'll do the $100 to $1,000. Love the Tino crew, man. I told you, mad, as he would say, mad love and respect for that dude, man. He changed my life, honest to God. Didn't get to tune in for long today. All good, bro. All good. Happy New Year's, my friend. I will see you tomorrow. Appreciate the answer. No worries. Tried to short the SFP and got stopped out. Yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful with that, man. So, like, look, what you do, bro, is when, like, hey, like, look, for example, right now, we can identify right now that this might be a daily swing failure pattern. So we got to be paying attention in the next 6 hours, right? If the 12-hour, for example, is giving you massive div, not 12-hour, 1 hour is giving you massive divs, which we're not really getting right now, then it's safer to short and say, all right, it's likely this is going to be a daily SFP. You know what, I'm going to, oh, I have an alert here. You could say it's likely that this is going to be a daily SFP, right? Like, if things look super, super bearish, like if money flow is in the red and we got this pump out of seemingly nowhere, then you could short it and say, all right, it's probably going to be a daily SFP, and then you got to monitor it, right? But that's essentially what you do. You follow the structure, follow the time frame that it's on. So if you're on the 10-minute time frame, okay, 10-minute time frame, we have, like, we'll just go from here, high, low, lower, high, lower, low. So if we come up and we SFP this on like a 10-minute candle, then I would say, okay, that's an SFP. Let's check the 30. I would say 30. Wait for the 30. No higher than 30 for this one, but it could SFP on the 10, but then like it closes above on the 30. So that's, you got to be paying attention, you know? But just go on whatever time frame makes sense for the structure, which I have my own structure rules. And yeah. You know what I'm saying? Ledger's fine. I don't know, bro. You listen, I didn't even have a Ledger. I didn't even have a Ledger, but I just ended up, I bought another wallet anyway. I don't even have a Ledger, but I just heard some beef with it. So I didn't go with Ledger, although I probably would have gone with Ledger if that didn't happen. Man, listen, I only hear what you guys say. I only hear what you guys tell me in the group. I don't know any, I don't follow any channels, man. I don't follow anything. I don't follow. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't follow any news. I don't follow Vitali or what. I don't follow anybody, man. I just do technicals. That's it. I don't know anything about news. So the only news that I know comes from my few news anchors that I got that update this channel, send news. Which, by the way, if you guys like the wording, it should be send nudes. But yeah, send news, right? This is how I get all my crypto info. I don't know anything else. I don't care. I do the fundamental or the technicals. That's it. Savage Trades, bro. You remember me. I did start watching before Tino's face reveal. I did. I started watching Tino like 2 years ago. I don't even know how I found him. I don't even know, man. I was going down the rabbit hole of like finding a bunch of like, man, back in the day I had like, I followed like 20, 30 YouTubers. And I quickly learned that that's the worst thing you could do. Joe, do I think Trib or Turb could recover the 600 vector? Oh, 600? What the hell? What the hell happened here? I didn't see this. Anyways, I do think it can, yeah. I do. Follow the money, man. Look. This is a very simple question, answer, Dak. Do I think it will? I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know how to trade stuff like this. That's like so new, and like I got no idea. But can it? What's the number one rule? Where are the vector candles? Right? So it definitely can. We also had massive divergences up there. So is it likely to? And definitely, is it likely to like right away? Probably not, right? Probably not. But the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergences. But at the same time, that remains true for Bitcoin and normal coins. I don't consider this a normal coin. Trading these shit coins is a different story. So I don't know, man. I got no clue. It technically can. I got no clue. I got no clue, bro. Andrew, high five and happy new year, brother. Happy new year, man. Is it, guys, do you say it like Turb or Trib? How do you say it? I have no idea. I got no idea. Anyway, I mean, look, yeah, I don't know, man. These coins, I don't know. But the market's kind of bleeding a little bit, man. It's a little bit bleeding, which is not good for Bitcoin. Not at all good for Bitcoin. Old Ledger Nano is safe. You can't update the firmware. I was actually using TR main indicator for over a year before I even knew who Tino was. You found Tino 3 months ago? How? How did you even find that indicator? That's crazy. Anyways, Tino's, man, he's the GOAT, bro. Tino's sick. I hope one day I get the pleasure to speak with him. Maybe get on his channel. That would be sick. I got to target Tino and I got to target Crypto Face. I got Jay already. Which was complete luck, by the way. Completely lucky on how that happened. But I'm blessed, man. I believe everything happens for a reason. And so, you know. Big shouts. Happy New Year. Arrow Pump, you're late, bro. You're late. It's okay, listen. Because you're late, I will what's the word? I will repeat. I don't want to use repeat. It's a simple word. I will reiterate every single word I said on the whole stream to catch you up, okay? Then I gotta play the Tetris song because we opened with Tetris. No, I'm just playing. Welcome though, bro. Happy New Year, guys. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Dump might be coming. Yeah. Yerp. I said it. The perma bulls, or the pencil necks, as Mr. Cryptoface says, ain't gonna like me for this one. But I mean, hey, first thing I said was I am short as well, so it is what it is, man. Let's see what happens with structure here. Guys, Pitar, I'm sorry, bro. I'm not gonna look at ICP because I'm actually not gonna stick around. I'm gonna go. I think it's time for me to get going. You appreciate the teaching, Shane G. You are a G, bro. You are a G. Yo, Demuth. Can you say can you send me a link, bro? Can you drop a link to like one of her? Actually, I'm interested because some people let's check her out. Some people talked about her before. Let me check her out, man. Let me check her out.
What an amazing amazing start to 2024 with Bitcoin CME chart giving us so far a $3,000
Is that Australian?
God candle to the upside.
Is that an
With
Australian
electric,
accent?
tend to avoid the dead gap zone price action for entering trades.
Does she use TR
However,
main? No, she does.
at this
Wait,
point
does
in
she?
time in such a strong
Oh,
trend,
she
they will be
does.
liquidation.
And she has
What
the
they
same
call
colored candles as me. I like her
right now,
already.
broken through its 50 and
How do you say hey
already
baby in
down here
Australian?
to 59.
No, I'm just kidding.
Just looking to
I'm just
somewhere
joking,
between
Annie,
the
okay?
50 and the 200 EMA.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive into this chick. I mean, not like that. You guys are I'm gonna watch her. I'm gonna watch her. I'm gonna watch this chick. I like this chick. I gotta clean up some of the people that I follow, but I like this chick. I like her already. So, hey, who knows, man? Maybe I'll get a collab with her one day, perhaps. Perhaps I will one day. All right, y'all know what time it is, baby. Y'all know what time it is, man. If you're new here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. And guys, if I provided you value, if I've made your life any better, if I made your 2023 any better, if I've changed your life in any way, if you are excited for 2024 and what might happen moving forward, sticking by me and sticking with the Geo dudes, not by me. It's not just me. This is our network, not my community, not my network. This is our network. And if you're happy to be here, man, let's get those fire emojis in the chat. Let's show the newbies that this is the #1 place to be, baby. Let's go.
Seems like it's good for you. And
Y'all know what time it is,
makes
baby.
you
Fire
feel
emojis, fire
like
emojis,
you
fire
should.
emojis.
And all your friends say he's the one. His love for you is true. But does he know you call me when he sleeps? But does he know the pictures that you keep?
Fire emojis, fire emojis, fire emojis.
Does he know your heart?
Let's go.
Does he
funny.
know the reason that you cry? Oh, tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Where it truly lies? You should be with him. I'll let you go from time.
Party time.
You should stay with him, 'cause he seems like he's good for you. And he makes you feel like you should. And all your friends say he's the one. His love for you is true.
Fire emojis, fire emojis,
But
fire
does
emojis,
he
fire
know
emojis, fire
you
emojis.
call me when he sleeps? But does he know the pictures that you keep? Does he know the reason that you cry? Oh, tell me, does he know where your heart lies? Where it truly lies?
My friend, you are not doing anything wrong, man. You're not doing anything wrong. You should listen to me more than her. She should be listening to you, man. She should absolutely be listening to you. It ain't about her, Chief. You're the prize. The men are the prize. Don't forget it. Men are the prize. We are the prize, not them. They were born with their value. We have to build our value. Sorry if you don't like that take. It is what it is. I live in reality. All right. All right. All right. Another trader in the Discord uses TR main, and he showed you how to use it. That's sick, man. Yeah, TR main. Me and Jay should link up more often. That would be awesome. He's always posting all day long anyway. I don't see why he wouldn't do it. Yeah, I mean, listen, one day, I actually hope to have him on my channel. So maybe that day will come soon. I don't know. But I'm always open to it, man. Do I think scalp long? No, I don't think it's a bad idea. Let's check market Cipher B. In general, I mean, let's take a look. I mean, look. I don't hate it. I don't hate it and I don't love it. Okay? I don't hate it and I don't love it. I'll tell you why. So on the 10 we have money coming out, right? But on the 5 we had a money flow, not a money flow divergence. I thought I saw a money flow divergence. Here. On the 3 we had money flow and momentum wave divergence. And right now, if we continue up from here, we have a hidden money flow bull div on the same time frame. Okay? Typically what happens when you're looking for money flow diverge or any kind of divergence, typically, is you will usually get a retest, right? Like most of the time, this doesn't happen. Most of the time this doesn't happen. Where you get a nice sharp move and then you come up and then like it's a V-shaped recovery. You usually get some kind of retracement, right? Like we did here. Is this a golden pocket? Yeah. So what happens is most of the time you will get some kind of thing. And after you get your money flow and momentum wave divergence, a lot of the time you'll come back to like the golden pocket and 786 area. So if we believe that this is the low, at least locally, we could pull a fib from here to here and say we tapped it. We could also pull a fib from here to here and say, all right, we're testing it again. We could also pull it from here and say, all right, now we're reclaiming the 786. Okay. After getting a momentum wave and money flow divergence, it's not a horrible idea to do that, right? On the same time frame that we're talking, we also had, technically speaking, a bullish break of structure, meaning that price is coming down for a higher low to then make a higher high, right? And so if you are taking the trade on that basis, and we can see very clearly as well that we have a 3-minute order block here, then you could say right now, like your idea is invalidated if we come in, we take this wick. So why wouldn't you take a long here? Everything makes sense to, right? You could do something like this. It makes sense. Doesn't mean it's going to play out, but it makes sense. And then your first target, your first TP can be here. And then maybe your second TP is this order block that we talked about earlier, right? Maybe this guy, right? If it's a scalp, why not, right? I don't see why you wouldn't want to. But again, man, to each their own. But I don't see what's the harm in it. I don't see it. These are the trades you wait for, man. It needs to make sense. If you're taking a trade and it doesn't make sense, you shouldn't be taking that trade, period. But if you're taking a trade and you can build a narrative the way that I just did, and you could say, all right, man, like it makes sense for this, it makes sense for that, whatever. Hell yeah, why not? Why not take the trade? Why not give it a shot? And if you get stopped out, you get stopped out, man. You're not gonna win all of them. You're definitely not gonna win all of them. And actually, thank you for telling me that. Because maybe I'll enter long here too. Maybe. Why not? There's no reason not to. Yeah, let me just move some money around here. I'll take it. Why not? So complicated. Why not, man? Why not? Let's try it. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. I mean, makes sense. But we know the thicker the money flow, the more chances of divergence is. So let's see what happens here on the 1 minute time frame. Theoretically, this order block should not break. Theoretically. Maybe we SFP it because we kind of put in a double low here, a double bottom. If this swept liquidity, then it would have been better. Let me check on Binance. Oh, okay. It did sweep liquidity on Binance. So theoretically, again, it might not hold, but theoretically, this low should hold. The one looks not great though. So let's see. Let us see what happens here. And guys, if you take this, look, I didn't take it yet. I don't know if I'm going to. I might. But if you take it and you see this later, like, don't just take it and long and YOLO. Like, this is a scalp trade, okay? And it's a very clear invalidation. Theoretically, it should hold, but because it's a double low, I don't like it. So I would say this one should hold. But money flow is getting thick here, so I'm not entering yet. It's an idea. I'm not entering yet. Let's see what happens. This is only 3-minute structure. Is it 5-minute structure? Yeah, 5-minute structure. Okay, a little bit better. It's only 5-minute structure. Actually, I totally lied. 5-minute structure. 5-minute structure, the high is up here. So it's not even bearish on the 5. Or sorry, it didn't even flip bullish on the 5. So this trade is a lot less sexy now. I would actually want to come and take the low. I mean, yeah, this is a 3-minute high. But it's a lot less sexy now. It's a lot less sexy because of that reason. Because the 5 is not great. Hey, it might play out, but let's see. Let's see if we can get into a trade before I go. Oh, y'all giving me the fire emojis now? Either I was late to seeing these fire emojis or y'all are late sending it. And he seems like very much hybrid. Yeah, I'm gonna check her out, man. I'm gonna check her out because... yeah, I'm gonna check her out. There you go. Keep watching as long as it is necessary for us. I appreciate that, man. Thanks, man. You took it. We got the pink vectors, the red vectors coming into this area. So again, I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate the trade. I definitely don't hate the trade. It's not the best, but I don't hate it. So I didn't take it, but let's come to the 1. 1 is still thick money flow, man. 1 is still thick. Things can turn. 15 is looking pretty good. I would actually want to come take the low. If we come take this low, it'll be a lot better. I would like to take the low. Oh, I just so goofed. No, I just messed up my entry on my other one. I accidentally just added. No, I didn't mean to do that. Oh my, whatever. Sometimes you gotta lose somebody just to find out you really love someone. No, the good life. Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life. Yo, I so did not mean to do that. Now I gotta take profit because I messed up my entry. Oh, I so didn't mean to do that. Oh, okay. Maybe it's good that I did that. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. Fight the good line. Nice to hear my logic. Yes, sir. In 2022. Oh, yo, I know, bro. 2 hours, man. Matt, you've talked about Tino and Annie, but my own use of vectors and divergence is so good. Thank you, man. Appreciate it, guys. I appreciate it, yo. Do we have a big delay right now? Fight the good fight. All right, guys, listen, I appreciate all y'all for kicking it with me. If you haven't hit the like button already, hit the like button. It's been 2 hours, man. Your boy's got to go. Thank y'all for kicking it with me. I will catch you guys in the next stream, aka tomorrow. Have a good day, everybody. Happy trading. I'll post the updates in the VIP. Make sure you join. And I'll see you guys next time. Keep on trading, keep on partying. Peace out.
Set my heart on fire.